Hello and welcome back. Just making the kids a meal here. It's a lifesaver, this meal. Just made with a tortilla wrap, wholemeal, ketchup and cheese. It's very good for the kids to have something that they can share so that they learn about sharing with each other and they develop the ability to be thankful for what they have, and they want the best for each other that way. Yeah, so I'm just going to pass that through. And Abdullah, who's going to take this pizza through? Who's going to take this pizza?
Yeah.
Come on then. Thank you. So, yeah, so back to the floor. I've laid the tiles where I want them. It took a while because if you take one up, you have to do all of them. But I'm glad I did it, as I'm not a tile expert, and it's the first time I've done this actually. And so I'm going to mark off, draw around this, and when I take them off, I'll be confident about where they go. Also, if you've got any bumps like this, I can also leave a mark as I'm taking them off and mark off that I want to put a little bit more grout at the far end so that this side comes down. And so, yeah, so it takes a lot of time, but I don't want my children to, hurt themselves here if the tiles are lifted up, and just not be satisfied with the job I'm doing. In our tradition, our Islamic tradition, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he set a very good example. Whenever he would do anything, he was always the hardest worker, and so if they were building something, he would be carrying double the amount, and it's really good to set an example of working hard for your family. Nowadays we see parents that really want their children to do something, and they're just not responding to it, they're not listening, and it really starts from the early years, and they need to know how to do a task and do it thoroughly, and they need praise, they need to be thanked for it, and so learning from a person is really important, and that's why we believe that God sent so many prophets all over the world, so that you can learn from them. And with our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, everything he taught has been written down. How he ate, how he sat, how he stood, how he walked, and we believe he's the best example for humanity. And so it should be detailed, as God is able to do that for us, and we're very thankful for having that. So I'm going to get this marked off. It's really important to be in the best shape that we can possibly be in, because if we need to do all of these things, such as the tiles and making the food and whatever it is that we need to do, we need to do it to the best of our ability. We need to be in the best frame of mind, and we need to look after ourselves. I think my son's coming in, and so we have things to help us. Yes. Did you have your pizza?
Yes.
Was it nice?
No.
What else do you want to eat?
Great.
Sweet. Okay. I will bring something then. Okay then. You go and sit down and I'll bring it. Okay? Are you gonna? Yeah, I'll bring it. Okay? I'm coming. Are you going to sit down and wait for it and I'll bring it to you? No. Okay then. Come in. Come here then. Sorry. There we are. Go on then. Up you go. There we go. Yeah, so sorry about that. As I was saying, you know, it's really important to talk to your children properly and respond to them and not ignore them or whatever it is that they're saying. He wants a treat now, you see, and it's not the time for treat yet, actually. So I was saying, you know, you go and sit down and I'll bring it. But anyway, yeah, so as I was saying, everything to the best of our ability. We need to look after our frame of mind and our well-being, our spiritual state. There are ways of doing that, and we believe that through our prayer, fasting, good deeds, those types of things, they are a form of purification for us. And so that we end up doing, the more you do, the better you get. And yeah, so I'll leave it there, and thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.